Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I am reviewing Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue 16, War of the Bounty Hunters, Shadow Soldiers, which was written by Ethan Sachs, art by Pedro Villanueva. It came out on September 22nd, 2021. So yeah, but I thought it was an alright issue. And once again, like, Lance and Dengar's team up, even though this issue is probably the last of it. But my only real problem with it was a decent chunk of it was kind of retelling the events from issue 4 of the main War of the Bounty Hunters miniseries, but from Dengar and Valance's point of view, which there also wasn't anything really crazy added to it. So yeah, but even though there wasn't really anything new at the moment, I do like how it was portrayed in this issue, and I enjoyed everything else about the issue. The start of it, we see Valance and Dengar on Dengar's ship, the Punishing One. We see Valance send a message to Contra, telling him that, what he's about to do and to keep Cadillac safe, which we then see them arrive on Qi'ra. We see Bosk, still tied up after, I believe it was in the second War of the Bounty Hunters issue, Boba Fett fought him and tied him up and whatnot, but he kind of, yells out at Valance and Dengar, but they kind of ignore him and walk away, which, they eventually get close to the Vermilion. They see the Lambda shuttle from the Empire, which we know later they take Han Solo aboard on, and they decide to wait it out there to eventually find Boba Fett, wait for Boba Fett to kind of come to them, which he eventually appears with the Empire also carrying Han into the shuttle, but that's then when the fight happens, which, like I said, we saw in the 4th issue of the War of Bounty Hunter series, and plays out exactly the same. Dengar gets stranded on that piece of ice, and then Valance kind of reluctantly teams up with Boba Fett to go get Han, even though they're after Han for different reasons. But we do see the aftermath of that with Dengar. He's on that piece of ice, and this big sea monster is going to come up and attack him. It was a funny moment. Kind of, he hears it under him, and he pulls out like this vibro blade, and then it jumps up, and he's like, "Oh, god dang it!" But then Deathstick appears and kind of saves him. Which then we learn what their deal was back on Canto Bike, which is Dengar is giving her info about the whereabouts of Cadillac, which Dengar saved that transmission Valance sent earlier in the issue, so he can give it to Deathstick, so Deathstick could use it to find the location of the rebel base, where Cadillac is hiding at, and that's that's where the issue ends. But all of that was going on. We see Tonga and her crew, in the last issue, they teamed up with Zuckuss, which we see Zuckuss, he finds the location of Dengar and Valance. He learns that they've headed to Qi'ra, so they all head there, where they find Bosk also, and they kind of question what to do with him and whatnot, but then Bosk attacks them and mentions Valance and Dengar, which Tonga gets intrigued by, but that was the last we saw of them in this issue. There's also a short moment with Vukra aboard the Vermilion. Really wasn't anything crazy, it was a very brief moment. He's kind of watching Boba and Valance and Dengar's fight with Boba, out the window. But like I said, the issue I thought was alright. My main problem was it's kind of a decent bit of the issue was kind of retelling stuff we've already seen from a different point of view, I guess. And it didn't really didn't add anything crazy to that moment. I didn't mind how it was portrayed in this issue, but that's just been a problem for this entire crossover event, just doing that. But like I said earlier, I once again like Valance and Dengar's team up, even though this is probably the last of it. Also moved along the plot lines of Cadillac and whatnot, which I'm also kind of getting more into Tonga and her crew, and Zuckuss, and I assume they'll probably get Bosk on their side also, which I enjoyed that. So yeah, I don't know, I enjoyed the issue. My only problem with it was that it was kind of just a decent bit of retreading stuff we've already seen. So yeah, but anyways, my grade for this issue is going to be a B. So yeah, Anyways, next will be Star Wars issue 17. So you can check out my review of that then. But in the meantime, you can check out all my other War of the Bounty Hunters reviews and all my other comic stuff and everything else I do. But I've been Stars View, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.